Okay, hi guys, Frenchy Boy here. Just a quick one more of my how-to type videos. I've been asked by a few people how I mount my camcorder on top of the scopes to get some of the video footage of the shooting that I do. This video I'm going to use to explain and show exactly how I do it. Now, I don't know about the American language, but over in the UK here, I'm known as a tight ass because I don't believe in buying something at top whack prices if I can make it myself. So I've done this mounting system myself, and it's very cheap and very easy to use. So basically, while I pick the camcorder up, let's show you. For the purpose of this, we're using my HMR, my 1.7 HMR Bruno. The wire you see is just a charger for the camcorder. I popped it on the bipod just to make it a little bit easier. For obvious safety's sake, we've made sure that there's no bolt or magazine. As always, firearm safety takes priority with me. We start off by getting a spare mount for a scope. Now, my scopes are 25mm tubes, 1 inch. So I've just got a spare one. I bought a pair of them, so I've got one for each of my 2 rifles. And you mount it, as shown here, in the upside down position. So the 11mm groove, dovetail groove, where my finger is facing upwards. Nice and simple. I don't need to show you how to do that. Okay, the next thing that you need is a bit of 11mm dovetail. Now for that, I use this. This is a part of an old Ruger 1022 weaver rail, a screw-on one. I managed to get hold of the spare weaver rail. I cut it in half, so I've got one piece on this, and I've actually got one piece on my lamp, which I'll show you later. That's what you need. You need a bolt, about that size will do, which will screw into the bottom of the camcorder. I'll show you that shortly because I need to change camcorders. One thing you do have to be very careful of is the length of this bolt. You must not have it once it goes through the rail there, so that it is protruding that much that it actually, when you screw it into the camcorder, pushes into the body and the workings of the camcorder. So here I've got what, about 3.5 threads showing, and that is more than sufficient. Okay, so with that now, I'm going to change camcorders because I need to show you on this one that I'm holding how we go about it. So stick about. I'm just using my small pocket camcorder. Not such good quality, but unfortunately we're just going to have to use it to make do. Now then, this is the camcorder which I normally use mounted on my rifle, which is a Samsung VPD 371W. It takes a mini DV. I advise against using one that takes the DVDs inside the camcorder, because if you've got a heavy recoiling rifle you can mess it up that way. The recoil on my 222 doesn't affect this, so this camcorder works fine. It's nice and small, etc. On the base of it we have the screw hole for just there for the tripod mounting. This is where we're going to screw in the bit of weaver rail with the bolt we have. Okay, so let's see if I can put this down and get this in such a way that you can see it being screwed in right front of the camcorder here. So we're going to try. I'm all fingers and thumbs today, but not to worry, we'll get there. There we go. There's the rail screwed in. We're just going to nip it up. there we go, not too tight. Now I normally leave, get up under the light, I normally leave this permanently mounted on my camcorder because I rarely use it on a tripod anyway, so it doesn't need adjusting or anything. From there, that will just mount straight on to the bracket. That took me less than 20 seconds to mount it onto there. There it is. It was just a matter of putting it on, tightening that grub screw up with an Allen key, and that's it. Now all you have to do, you may need to just twist the camcorder about once it's turned on to make sure it lines up. We'll just turn it on and show you, and right, here we go. And that's what it's looking at, which in theory should be exactly what the scope is focusing on. If there's any deviation, you can turn it a bit slightly and then retighten the nut there. If there's any deviation on elevation, you can put a little wedge just between the rail, the dovetail rail, and the camcorder, but you should find that it's pretty close. And there we go. It's as simple as that. So